Hello, my name is Maddie, or Books with Maddie, and today we're playing February Deck of TBR. So today we're doing February Deck of TBR. Before I get into the actual game, I want to show you guys what books I did and didn't read last month for Deck of TBR, because there's a couple that I missed, so there will be some punishments implemented into this round. So let me show you that really quick, and then we'll get into the game. Okay, so first I want to point out that we have some TBR police in the comments who let me know very kindly and respectfully that I picked 2 3s in a row. Didn't realize it, meaning that I would have to pick an extra book because I got 2 of the same number in a row. So I missed a punishment last month, which means it transfers onto this month. So we're starting off with a solid 6 books because we're doing 5 a month this year to start off, seeing how that goes. And then this is the 6th for that punishment that I missed last round. And then as far as the books that I read in January, I really had a strong lack of motivation at the beginning of the month, and then it kind of picked up towards the end, but because I was so dragging in the beginning, I wasn't able to get all of the books in the I wasn't able to read all of the books for Deck of TBR. The ones that I yeah, that's correct English. The ones that I wasn't, why does that sound weird? It doesn't matter. The ones that I wasn't, weren't? These ones I didn't read, is what I'm trying to say. These 2, Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna and Afterlove by Tanya Byrne. I'm really disappointed. This one I definitely procrastinated on because it's long and arduous, and this one I was like so excited about that I didn't want to be reading any other book while I was reading it, and so I just never got around to it, which is super disappointing because if you watched last month's Deck of TBR, you know how excited I was for this one, and I just never got around to it. I'm really disappointed in myself for that. But I did read 4 of the other ones. I read King of Scars. I'm gonna go over all of these more in depth in my January wrap up and also the rankings. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney, The Water Cure, focus please, The Water Cure by Sophie McIntosh, and then Wide Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys, which I do have, but I temporarily misplaced it. I don't know where I put it, so I don't have that to show you. But other than that, okay, wait, so I did not read 2 books. We had a rule where it's every 2 books equals a punishment, which I'm enforcing. As a person whose college semester just started, I'm enforcing that rule, that every 2 books that I don't finish counts as 1 punishment, which is still 7 books for this month, which is significant. Okay, guys? Give me a break. So we have 7 picks for this month. I didn't put the board up. I forgot. I have to do that now. Okay, this is what it looks like today. Honestly, 75% of my daily stress is caused by this board. Like, somebody with an engineering degree, or even just a little bit of experience in string and this binder clips, needs to come up with a better idea of how to do this, because it, like, pulls it backwards, and then this is sticking out, and these are flapping around. Like, somebody, like, make something, or do something to make this better. I would be so grateful if somebody just had a little bit, just one idea of just how to make this not this right now. I do need to change out the classic prompt. I forgot to do that last time, so we're going to do that really quick. We are getting a retelling. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about what books I want to get this month that I'm going to try to get for TBR. The number 1 is Great or Nothing by Joy McCullough, Tess Sharp, and 2 other authors that I can't remember off the top of my head. This book is coming out in March. I got an ARC for it after many a prayer, many a begging to Nat Galley. I got an ARC for it. I'm so excited. It's one of my most anticipated books of the year, despite the fact that I forgot to put it in my most anticipated books of the year video. And it's coming out in March, so I'd really like to read it this month before it comes out. So I really want to get that on my TBR. Other than that, I want to focus on the books that I talked about in my 22 books I want to read in 2022. If you are interested in what those books are, it is the video right before this one. I'll also have it in the card thingy on the screen. And those are kind of the books I'm prioritizing right now. This month is definitely going to be busy because I've started school. Like I said, I'm going to be reading a lot more school-esque books, but I'm still going to try. So I might try to get like shorter, easier books this month just while I am being reintroduced to the concept of schoolwork. But other than that, we are going to start. I have something very exciting. I got new cards. Well, these aren't really new cards. I've changed decks of cards. I loved the cards I was using last month, my dog got to them and chewed a couple of them up so it wouldn't be an even deck. But we got these ginormous playing cards for Christmas, and I think these would be very clear to see. That was another thing about the, what was it, Famous American Women in History. Those cards, you couldn't really see the numbers and very, very easily. I think these ones you'll be able to see pretty easily. They're a little bit difficult to shuffle, so I just kind of threw them on my floor and like shuffled around, so they should be pretty thoroughly shuffled. I did it for a while. Also, I don't know if I need to say this, but like I'm a little blue currently. My neck and my hands, I re-dyed my hair and it was a mess. So apologies for any blue skin. I think I've done all of the disclaimers that are necessary. I think we're just gonna start with this deck and we're just gonna pick a card and it's gonna happen. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 8 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds. Okay, we have ugly cover. Ugly cover. Okay, let me look around and then get back to you. The lighting is really changing at a drastic pace right now. Whenever I think of ugly cover, I think of one book. And so I feel like this has to be the one, even though I don't want to read this book with a passion that is so intense. I don't want to read this book. This cover is so horrifying that I kept it in my closet instead of putting it on my shelf for like 5 months after buying it. And I don't know why I bought this book. I found it at a thrift store like 4 years ago and I was like, I buy books now, and I bought it. This is the book. It's called Cuckoo Song. It's by Frances Hardinge. I really can't explain why I have this book or why I haven't gotten rid of it yet. It's like horror. It's about a girl who, she gets into an accident, she wakes up, she's confused, the world is off kilter, her dolls reveal themselves to be deceitful living creatures. She's suddenly and inexplicably afraid of scissors. When she brushes her hair, out sprinkles crumbled fragments of leaves. Then she stumbles across evidence that her beloved brother killed in the war is actually alive, and she begins to suspect that the secrets lurking within her home are even more shocking than her twisted new reality. Like, honestly, doesn't have the worst concept. Like, that's honestly not terrible. It's really the cover. I mean, I can't get past it. And I also have no interest in it. Like, the concept is interesting enough, but it's not something I would pick up at all now. Now I'm reading it. Wish me luck, please. I don't want to read that. That's really the first one we got. Really. Okay. I'm going to replace that prompt with greater than. Is that greater than? Greater than or equals to 4-word title. Okay. I got it. Eventually. We got there. Okay. We're going to take that card out of the deck. Bye. And we're going to pick a new card. 3, 2, 1. 5 of clubs. Okay, 5 of clubs. Oh my gosh. What do we have here? 5-star prediction. Okay. I don't remember any of the books that I predicted to be 5 stars. I'm gonna go rewatch my own video. Okay, I've changed the angle. It's gotten darker, but there's less glare in my glass. The 5-star prediction that I'm gonna go with is The House in the Cerulean Sea. I actually had read a lot more of my 5-star predictions than I anticipated. And so a lot of them were the ones that are a bit lengthier that I haven't gotten to yet. This one is, it's not, how long is it? Like 400 pages? It's not too bad. It's a little under 400, but it's supposed to be really short, really cute, really fast paced. And so I thought this one would be a little bit more low key for school time. So I'm gonna go with The House on the Cerulean Sea. Okay, and we're gonna replace it with Treat Yo Shelf. This is when I buy myself a book that I want and then I read it. Moving on to the next one. 3, 2, 1. Ace. Okay. So what this means is I just shuffle all the cards back in. So this allows me the possibility of getting a double. Also, it just allows the prompts to be recycled. The problem is I have a giant deck of cards. I don't want to shuffle them. That's okay. I'm gonna go do it. I gotta do it. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, now, Okay, we've shuffled. It's all shuffled. I just pick another card now. I felt like there was another step, but there's not. I just pick a card. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Is that the same card that was on the bottom? I kept seeing like a king. It could be, honestly. A queen of diamonds. Okay, this is a random number generator. And what I'm gonna do, you know what? No. Yes. Okay. What I'm gonna do, what's happening is everyone center themselves. This is chaos. Counting the number of shelves that I have, or like shelf, you know, so like 1, 2, 3, 4. Randomly generated number correlated with a shelf. On that shelf, I count the number of unread books. Generated number 1 through the number of unread books. Assigning each number to a book. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the number, get the book. Okay, I'm gonna go count my shelves. Okay, we're gonna do 1 through 20. The bottom row of my shelves is kind of just textbooks and big series and stuff like that, and we're just like not about that right now. So random number generator, we're gonna do 1 through 20. We're gonna pray for a lower number. You can never see this. I never know how to make it so that you can see it. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to trust that I'm not lying. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got 2, which is a great shelf. It's a fantasy shelf. It is literally my second shelf, and it's all fantasy. I'm gonna count the number of books and come back to you. Okay, so After Love by Tanya Byrne is actually on this shelf, so we could get that. The only thing that I really don't want to get on this shelf is 8, which is the first book in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. Not emotionally prepared for that in the slightest, so literally any number besides 8 would be really, really great. Oh, did I just need to turn the brightness down? Is that literally all it took? Okay, hang on, the number comes there. 3, 2, 1. 1. Okay, I can live with that. The first unread book on this shelf is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. This is a book that I got a while ago, and I honestly don't remember what it's about. A group of magicians. Fame and glory awaits the winner. It's like a contest, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I guess you'll see if I read it in my wrap-up what it's about. Okay, I'm gonna pick book number 4. 3, 2, 1. Jack of Diamonds. Oh, no! Alright. I didn't see this coming. To be honest, I forgot about my TBR jar. Okay, Jack is TBR jar, which is a jar of books that I haven't read that are on my TBR. However, having an accurate TBR jar involves me updating it every time I get a book, which I haven't done in months. Oh my gosh, that's literally so bad. That's very depressing. Okay, I'm gonna just write in a couple more slips of books that I can remember that I know aren't in there, and then we're literally just gonna live with whatever the outcome of that is. Okay, the lighting situation is just getting worse and worse, but I wrote down like 15, 20 more books that I got recently, and I'm just now mixing them up, making sure they're not all at the top. I don't know that I've ever gotten a book from here that I've like wanted to read, you know what I mean? Like, I get books that like I have and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been like meaning to read this, but I've never gotten a book and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was hoping this would be the book that I got. And honestly, that's kind of what I'm looking for today. That's kind of the outcome that I would appreciate the most. This gives me so much anxiety. This jar, oh my gosh. Okay, it's mixed up the best that I can with what I have. I'm gonna reach in and just mix it and just pull one out, and it's just gonna be what I get. Do I have one? Okay. It's Thunderhead by Neal Schusterman. That's a bit scary. That's something. Okay, hang on, let's regroup. Thunderhead by Neal Schusterman is the second book in the Scythe series. I don't think that's what it's called. Arc of Scythe, I think that's what it's called, maybe. This is the second one. I read Scythe like 2.5 maybe years ago. I don't remember literally anything about it. I'm gonna need to read a real in-depth summary of what happened in that book in order to read this one. I'm honestly just like, I'm not planning on reading this book. No, I'm gonna try my very best, but like literally no guarantees that this will get read. This is so terrifying. Like, I'll take a punishment. But, you know what? I genuinely want to read this book. Like, this is one that I've, like, been meaning to read. Like, I've just been procrastinating, putting it off because it's terrifying. But, like, I need to read it at some point. So, like, no, I'm actually genuinely going to try to read this book this month. And if I'm not successful, it's fine. But I'd like to be successful. Maybe I'll, like, force myself to read that one first or something. Probably not, but it's a good idea. It's a good thought, but I'm probably not going to do it. Okay, how many books do we have? Is this over yet? One? I've thrown them all different places, so honestly, I don't know. Okay, we have 4. So we need 3 more books. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I don't have the time. Like, the sun is setting. Okay, I need to shuffle again. Okay, it's shuffled. We're gonna pick again. Book number 5. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 5 of Hearts. 5 of Hearts is Afrofuturism. Do I have any books that fit that category? Yes. Are they terrifying? Also yes. Let me sit with this knowledge for a minute. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be fine. The lighting is getting so awful. I am so sorry. This is taking so much longer than I thought it would. I was trying to look up whether Getting in the Ninth was Afrofuturism, and then I saw a major spoiler for the book just like sitting on the internet with absolutely no warning. Pretty upset about that, but what I decided to go with to give myself a little bit of a break is to choose this short little novella called Ring Shout. This is, I believe, about 1915 America, the Ku Klux Klan, and somebody named Mars Boudreaux and her fellow resistance fighters who basically wage war against the Ku Klux Klan. So that's interesting. It sounds really, really interesting. It's supposed to be a horror novel, and it's nice and short, which will be good for this month. I'm so put off that I just saw that spoiler for Getting on that. Like, it was not just a small spoiler. It was, like, a major spoiler, like, a major plot point. So upset about that. But either way, this is the book that I'm choosing for Afrofuturism. And we just have to swap out... Okay, I already took it off. And replacing it with... What does that say? Oh, science fiction. Okay, replacing it with science fiction. How many books do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, next card... I swear, if we get another ace, I'm about to freaking throw a riot. That's so annoying. I'm not shuffling again. Okay, Jack of Clubs. Does that mean I have to pick another card because I got 2 jacks? Or is it just if it's in a row? I really don't know what the rules are. I'm going to say no. But if the rules are yes, I do have to pick another card, just tell me. I don't think anybody knows the rules, to be honest. I don't know why I'm asking you guys, but I think you might know better than I do. If you think I do have to, just let me know and I'll pick another one next month, I guess. Okay, we're picking another book from this guy. Oh my gosh, please have mercy on me. Okay, 3, nope, I thought I had 1. 3, 2, 1. This is the most insane thing that's ever happened to me. I literally got Cuckoo Song, the book that I already chose for this month. That is actually insane. Like, what are the chances out of, like, 200 in here I would pick that? That's actually insane. That's freaking crazy, right? That's pretty crazy. Okay, I'm gonna pick a new one. Maybe I should have rewarded myself for that and not had to pick another one, but it's fine. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, All the Light We Cannot See. I'm excited to read that book, but also incredibly nervous because it's long. And it's historical fiction, and the historical fictions can be arduous. This is supposed to be a phenomenal historical fiction, like literally one of the best. I believe it is a World War II story, and it's supposed to be just like literally incredible, and that's all I know about it, but I'm excited to read it, and I hope I love it as much as everyone else does. Okay, one more book. This better be the last one. I'm not even gonna pick up the deck of cards. I'm literally just reaching because it's too much effort. 3, 2, 1... Queen. Why are we getting so many queens and jacks? Like, that's upsetting at a certain point that I'm getting that many. Anyway, that means random number generator. Here we go. 1 through 20. 3, 2, 1. Did it do it? 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the end of my fantasy. No, this is just my fantasy. This is just fantasy still. Okay, I'm going to count how many unread books and then tell you what number it is. Okay, we have 10 unread books on that shelf. I'm going to generate 1 through 10. 3, 2, 1. 1 again! Okay. Okay, the first one is Wild Beauty by Anna Marie Mclemore. This is, I really know nothing about it. I know it's like magical realism, fantasy, YA situation. It's supposed to be like, her rating is supposed to be beautiful and just like very whimsical and fun. So I'm excited for that. That's really all I know about it. I believe that's 7 books. I'm going to quickly rank them. The lighting is so horrible. I can't stand it. I'm going to quickly rank them and then I'm going to leave. Okay, I'm trying desperately to make this lighting better, but it's like really not working. Honestly, I'm not thrilled about the picks for this one. We have some controversial things going on here. I'm definitely putting this at the bottom. I don't know what this is or why I have it, and I don't want to have it anymore, so I hope I hate it. Then I'm going to put Thunderhead by Neal Schusterman because I just didn't love Sight that much. I don't remember what's going on. I think I'm just going to be confused the entire time. Okay, now my phone is running out of storage, so we really got to speed this up. I think I'm just going to be confused the whole time with Thunderhead, so that's going second. And then everything is falling apart. I'm going to put Where Dreams Descend up here because I don't really know anything about it at all. Then Wild Beauty for kind of the same reason, but I've definitely heard more good things about this one than this one, so that's going there. I have heard nothing about this book, so I'm putting it here, third. And then The House in the Cerulean Sea. I mean, that is a 5-star prediction, so maybe I should go on top, but this is also a 5-star prediction. So something like this is what the ranking is. I just did that really quickly off the top of my head, so I really don't know if that's going to be accurate at all. I really try, like, I want to just emphasize the fact that I try to make these less chaotic, and it's like this every time without my consent or control. Like, this is just what it's become. I'm really trying to rein it in, and it's really not working. So we have 7 books this month. I'm going to try. I read 7 books in January, so, like, technically that means I should be able to read 7 in February. Okay, I don't know what else I usually say at the end here. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you're reading in February. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great life, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.